Welcome to the Jaguar Football Show with Coach Terrence, where we bring you all the exciting action of the Southern University football program. It's brought to you by the Louisiana Lottery, Manda's Fine Meat, Blue Cross Blue Shield of Louisiana, Turner Industries, CareSouth Medical and Dental, LaBerge Casino, the Law Office of George Tucker, Louisiana 988 Helpline, Exxon Mobil, and Louisiana Propane Association.
All right, everybody, welcome back for another exciting episode of the Jaguar Football Show with Coach Terrence Graves. I am Perry White standing in for my man Todd Sterling today. As you can see, I got my man Coach Graves right here, but we're right here at the location at Monte Cristo, right here at 7808 Powell Boulevard. Be sure to come over here and check them out. Chef Celeste whipping it up every week for us. Some good food, be able to get you some drinks, some water, some Cokes, and whatever else in order to watch the Coaches Show right here with us all throughout 2025. You can also catch us 5 times a week during our airtime and replay on Fox 44, ZTV, as well as Pelican Broadcast. You see the times, and be sure to keep up with us across all social media, Facebook, YouTube. Subscribe to the YouTube channel as well as on X. All right, Coach, we had a bye week coming in, some things to fix, but for you, how did you spend your bye week?
We practiced Monday through Thursday. We did a self-scout, evaluation of all 3 phases, and we paid attention to what we do well and making sure that those guys continue to do those things we did well, and those things that we don't do well, we either have to continue to work on them or we'll just get rid of them altogether. And so we did a great job of practicing all week. The guys were locked in and focused up until Thursday, and the coaches got out on the road Thursday, and then they hit the junior colleges in Mississippi and Texas, and then they hit the Louisiana high schools and the Mississippi high schools, as well as some Texas high schools. So they had Friday and Saturday off. We came back yesterday evening with the team meeting, walkthroughs, all the spirits are high, things were good, and so we'll go out tonight. We're getting ready for Jackson State.
Get good chance to get some recruiting, but as you know, because of the bye week, let's look at some highlights offensively from the first 4 games of the season and get a chance to check out the offense and where we're going with the team. And Coach, you know, offensively looking at the team right now, you're 9th in scoring, averaging 15 points a game, 9th in total offense, 296 yards a game, 5th in rush offense with 165 yards a game, and 11th in passing in the conference for 130 yards a game. Looking at your offense, you made a change with your offensive play calling, moving it from Mark Fredericks to now Fred McNair. Your thoughts on the offense coming out of the bye week and what you've evaluated so far?
Well, you know, the emphasis is we got to score touchdowns. We can move the ball up and down the field. Now we have to put the ball in the end zone. You know, I tell them all the time, field goals are good, but touchdowns are great. And so we have to score the ball, score points. And so if we want to be who we want to be and go where we want to go, we got to score. And as I said, we can move the ball up and down the field, but we got to put the ball in the end zone. Of course, you got to be able to run. We do a good job of running the football. Now we have to match and play complementary football and add the passing game as well to the running game to give ourselves a better chance.
You look at Trey Holly, he's 5th in the conference right now, rushing 267 yards on the season, 3 touchdowns, averaging 66 yards a game. And Cameron McCoy, who's done a lot with his legs, he's 12th in passing, but he's also 13th in rushing in the conference. In passing, only 316 passing yards, 2 touchdowns, but in rushing, 177 yards and adding 2 touchdowns on the ground. What would you like to see more in terms of the offense when you're looking at the quarterback position?
Balance. I'd like to see more balance. I'd like to see our guys really execute what we're trying to do offensively and schematically. We have to trust what we see and pull the trigger. I think sometimes we're looking at one target and then it's pull down and run. Specifically when it relates to Cam, I think he has to trust it more, because once we execute what we're doing, we're pretty lethal when we are explosive when we want to. So we just got to do a better job of that. And I think Ashton did a great job of coming into the Fresno State game and showing and seeing, you know, when we execute and implement what we're trying to do, we can be effective offensively.
Yeah, Ashton, I think in that drive, he led you guys down for a touchdown. It caught a lot of attention of Jaguar fans. Caught my attention as I saw it. His command of the offense looked really well. All right, everybody, let's get ready to take a break, and we'll come back. We'll continue more of the Jaguar Football Show with Coach Terrence Graves.
Life in Louisiana is like a run-on sentence. A poem that doesn't rhyme. Life is here, now. For life's moments, big and small, always there. The right card, the right care.
Mom, you know I hate going to the dentist.
Yes, but you're a real trooper and didn't give Dr. Daniel any problem.
Well, I like Dr. Pam. She really knows how to get me to relax. And I like how my teeth look when we leave Care South.
Well, that's what a good dentist is supposed to do.
At Care South, our dental team works hard to create beautiful smiles and take great care of your teeth. Call us for an appointment today.
You can't smell it, but you can almost taste it. And whether it's for a family get-together or a game day feast, having Manda in the mix always sounds good. For 3 generations, their quality meats and original seasonings have made Manda a Louisiana legend and made their family sausage Louisiana's family sausage. Manda Fine Meats, the flavor says it all.
More than a century of fueling those in need has left our name etched in the history books. As the world changes, so do we at ExxonMobil Louisiana, ever evolving to be not an energy company of today, but the energy company of tomorrow. We're committed to tackling the world's toughest energy challenges, leading critical lower emission initiatives and growing opportunity for all. ExxonMobil, more than a century of proud Louisiana loyalty.
All right, everybody, we're back more to Jaguar Football Show with my man, Coach Terrence Graves. Of course, I'm Perry White standing in for my man, Todd Sterling today. As you saw in the first half, we looked at the offensive side of the ball, but now we're going to check out some defensive plays from the first 4 games of the season. And, Coach, as we get into the defensive side of the ball, of course, Kelby Givens, who was the preseason Defensive Player of the Year, right now he's one of the top in the conference. But for you, your thoughts on Kelby Givens so far?
Oh, he's doing well. He's playing well. Told him to relax and let the game come to him. I know it's a lot of eyes, a lot of pressure. People are doing a lot of things to him schematically. They're doubling him, they're tripling him, they're chipping on him, basically running away from him. And I told him, you know, number 1, protect himself, and number 2, just play the game the way he's capable of playing. More importantly, just have fun. He's leading the country in sacks and tackle for losses in FCS football. So, I mean, he's just continued to get better and better each day. And his leadership is second to none.
Let's look at your defense overall. 8th in scoring, giving up an average of 36 points a game. You guys are 7th in total defense, giving up 395 yards a game. 6th in rush defense, 174 yards a game. And 6th in pass defense, giving up 221 yards a game. When you look at this and you evaluate that with your defensive coordinator, Henry Miller, through the bye week, your thoughts on the defense?
Well, we talked about that we're giving up uncharacteristically too many yards and too many points. You know, of course, we had a number of guys injured, playing some young guys, but still in all, we have to be better in terms of eliminating the big plays, getting off the field on 3rd downs, and we got to take the ball away. That's something that we haven't done as well as what we've done in the past. We have to be more opportunistic. We've had our opportunities to take the ball away, be it interceptions, be it balls on the ground. We've had some, but we haven't nearly the numbers that we should have at this time. And so we're going to continue to get better. We got to get some other guys to get on par with Kelby in terms up front of getting off the ball and making plays. So it's a work in progress. We're doing some things, changing up some things schematically to help our guys out. So we look forward to seeing the progress this week.
Your secondary, Horatio Johnson, is 8th in tackles in the conference right now, averaging 7 tackles a game, 19 solo. You look at Elijah West as well, 12th in tackles, averaging 6 tackles per game, 17 solo. You're looking at your secondary. Your thoughts on them?
Those guys are the backbone of the defense, the most experienced, the older guys, the veteran guys. I think the thing, you know, I expect that from Elijah because he plays up around the ball. We've moved Horatio around for football as well because of his experience. But, you know, we have to have some other guys up front in terms of defensive linemen and linebackers they have to be up in the tops. That's when you really playing lights out football, when your front six or front seven are in those categories that you're talking about. You know, Elijah, he's up around the ball, so you expect that. But he's a boxer guy, so to speak. But, you know, not to have our linebackers or defensive linemen outside of Kelby. We got to get those guys more active. Those guys got to get more active and, you know, play with a little more sense of urgency in terms of getting to the ball and making things happen.
And lastly, before we get ready to go to break, I got to ask you about the linebacker position. Of course, Vincent Page Jr. leads that linebacker group. But what are you seeing out of your linebackers thus far, 4 games into the season?
I think we played well, but we're inconsistent. I think we, you know, like I said, guys have some injuries, but everybody in the country has injuries at this time, you know, bumps and bruises. And so you got to be able to play through those things. I think the guy that's playing the best out of that linebacker group is Mike Jones. Mike Jones is Mike Jones. That's right. And so he's playing better than he's playing the best out of that core group right there. And we got to get those guys really going so that we can make the run that we want to make.
All right, everybody, we're about to get ready to take a break. I want you to stay tuned. Go get your popcorn, go get your drinks, run to the bathroom, whatever. We'll be right back with more of the Jaguar Football Show with Coach Terrence Graves.
I'm Gabrielle McLeod on behalf of the Louisiana Propane Dealers. I have spent hundreds of hours preparing for scholarship competitions. That preparation paid off when I won the Fitness and Talent Awards along with the title of Miss Louisiana. The Louisiana Propane Dealers are also pretty talented and want you to be prepared for when the power goes out. Visit LouisianaPropane.com to find out about propane generators and other safety tips. Louisiana Propane, it truly is the fuel for our future.
Find more of what you're looking for at LeBear's Baton Rouge. More of the games you love with 1,000 slots, 50 tables, and a sports book. More of the flavors you crave with the area's best Asian cuisine and great steaks. More staycation relaxation with our rooftop pool, luxury rooms and suites, and epic views of the Mississippi. More top-name performers and the best local artists, plus an exceptional staff to take care of your every need. Add more to your story at LeBear's Baton Rouge.
To protect my mental health, I like to listen to music and go on walks and just try to clear my mind.
I like to just go home, turn off all electronics, go on Do Not Disturb on my phone, and just sit there and prepare for the next day.
I read my Bible app every morning, and I also read daily affirmations just to make sure I stay motivated in my day-to-day.
Please call 988 if you're struggling with mental health or you need someone to talk to.
All right, everybody, we're back more to Jaguar Football Show with my man, Coach Terrence Graves. I am Perry White. Coach, you know, normally during this segment, we have the top choice players of the week, offensively, defensively, and special teams. But coming out of a bye week, nobody really to give it to. So for you, you know, what have you seen out of guys to step up that you're looking for out of your captains and leaders on the team?
Well, I mean, like I said, Thursday, I was really pleased with the guys because the coaches were out on the road, and so we had what we call leadership practice. And so the leaders of the team, they led the practice along with our graduate assistant and student coaches, and those guys didn't miss a beat. You know, Kelby had the D-line going, Darren Morris had the wide receivers going, and Mike Jones and those guys worked hard. Vincent Page had the linebackers and the secondary. Those guys, Horatio had those guys out there going. So offensive line, Juan Gonzalez, and I mean, everywhere you look, those guys really worked hard and you know, really understood that we were out there to get better. It wasn't a day off, it wasn't a time to take off, and they didn't miss a beat. So we were excited how those guys practiced on Thursday.
I know we had a chance to talk offense and defense, but one of the areas that often gets overlooked is special teams. For you, you brought in Nathan Zimmer, a freshman coming from Central Louisiana. Your thoughts right now, because it's kind of the struggle in the return game and then the field goals being blocked. His kicks seem to be more line drives than getting up as he's kicking it. For you, looking at special teams and ways to improve it.
Well, Zim's going to be a great one. And, I have no problem. I've always used freshmen. That's one position where freshmen can come in and make an impact, and he has. He's played in games. We've had 2 blocks, and one is probably the height of the ball, but the other one was operations and protection. And that was unfortunate in the last game. The protection just wasn't solid and sound, and so we have to move some personnel around to make sure that we have the best guys in position. In terms of special teams, we worked a lot of that last week. We improved against Fresno State because we made some personnel changes. We did some things schematically, and we'll continue to do some things schematically to help us out in that area. And going forward, I feel like we'll be a lot stronger in that area because it's not a phase that we just go through the motions. It's actually a phase that I take personal because, special people have to play special teams, and then we always talk about special teams. It's the hitting yardage that you want to win, and it does 2 things. It either gives the team momentum or it takes momentum away. So I think that we'll continue to work and put our time in that and do some things schematically so that we can help our offense and help our defense out in the course of a game.
All right, everybody. That is what you hear from Coach Terrence Graves. We're going to get ready to take a break. We come back on the other side. We're going to look ahead to the big game this weekend, the Boombox Classic Southern versus Jackson State. You guys stay tuned. We'll be back more of the Jaguar Football Show with Coach Terrence Graves.
More than a century of fueling those in need has left our name etched in the history books. As the world changes, so do we at ExxonMobil Louisiana, ever evolving to be not an energy company of today, but the energy company of tomorrow. We're committed to tackling the world's toughest energy challenges, leading critical lower emission initiatives and growing opportunity for all. ExxonMobil, more than a century of proud Louisiana loyalty.
You can't smell it, but you can almost taste it. And whether it's for a family get-together or a game day feast, having Manda in the mix always sounds good. For 3 generations, their quality meats and original seasonings have made Manda a Louisiana legend and made their family sausage Louisiana's family sausage. Manda Fine Meats, the flavor says it all.
At CareSouth Medical and Dental WIC, we take pride in helping families to better understand their nutritional needs. Our goal is to help expecting mothers and new mothers to take the best care of themselves and develop a healthy lifestyle that will benefit their infants from birth to childhood. When you participate in the WIC program, you will receive healthy, nutritious foods, breastfeeding support, and nutritional counseling. At CareSouth WIC, we believe healthy families are the best families. Call us for an appointment today at 225-650-2093.
Remember what it's like to sing your lungs out? Dance until you're dizzy. Dance until dawn. And never miss a beat. Use your wings. Because you've got the compassion of the cross, the security of the shield, and the comfort of blue behind you. Live Louisiana. We've got you.
All right, everybody, we're back more of the Jaguar Football Show with my man, Coach Terrence Graves. I'm Perry White, standing in for Todd Sterling. Coach, it is the big game. It is a rivalry game. Southern Jackson State, 2 teams who absolutely do not like each other, and it is the reason behind it. pride, tradition, and everything else when you look at these teams. For you, you've been around the Southern program for a long time. You know the history of a Southern and Jackson State rivalry.
Oh, yeah, it's a very heated rivalry. It's not like the Bayou Classic where that's a sibling rivalry. This is more of we don't like them and they don't like us. And so, you know, from the fans and alumni perspective. And so those guys are going to, you know, the place is going to be packed, the campus is going to be packed, the city is going to be wide open, it's going to be crazy. You know, they're already calling and talking, you know, they got the stuff going on social media. So, you know, but at the end of the day, my responsibility is making sure that these guys are ready to go and prepared to go out and win a football game. And so, like I tell the guys, you know, we got to tune out all the outside noise. We got to execute. We got to play well. We got to play smart. We got to be physical and fast. And we got to take advantage of the opportunities. You know, a game like this, you got to play well in all three phases of the game. And, you know, they've had their way the last couple times. But I think our guys understand, you know, that it's important for us to not even focus on the past, live in the precious present, and prepare and do what we need to do to win the game on Saturday.
Jackson State coming in, they're the defending SWAC champions, also Black College National Championship. They won against South Carolina State last year in the Celebration Bowl. Coming into this game right now, my Black College top 10, they are the #1 team, and rightfully so. Fourth in scoring offense right now, averaging 26 points a game. They're first in scoring defense, averaging only giving up 17 points a game. They're first in total offense in the conference with 432 yards a game, and they're first in total defense, only giving up 282 yards a game. What they like to do is run the ball behind their running back, Ahmad Miller. Jacobian Morgan, who is also the SWAC preseason offensive player of the year. Then in the special team side, Travis Terrell Jr. is a big-time returner for them. You look at them, you talked about it, all three phases of the game, they get it done under Coach T.C. Taylor. Yeah,
T.C.'s doing a great job with the program. He's, you know, he's always been a solid coach. He's always been he and I are really good friends. And we have a lot of respect for one another, and we know that he's going to be fired up. T.C. wants to run the ball, control the clock, to keep his defense rested, and then let them go out and attack. They do some different things, some different looks defensively, and then they try to have explosives in the kicking game. And so we understand that they do a really good job of running the football, so we got to be able to stop the run. We got to eliminate the explosives, and again, we got to win the kicking game. And I think if we do that, then that gives us an opportunity to come out victorious.
All right, everybody, let's get ready to take a break, and we're going to come back. What they say, Coach, put them foes up. We're going to put them foes up. We're going to get ready to close it out. Fourth quarter. Stay tuned. More of the Jaguar Football Show with Coach Terrence Graves.
To protect my mental health, I just take little breaks during stressful situations and realize where you are and what you're doing, and reevaluate the situation from a different angle.
I like to journal, listen to music, and go on walks. The scenery really uplifts me.
I personally listen to music, I read books, I give myself affirmations to know that I'm going to be okay, and I know that I am better at defeating my mental.
Protect your mentals. Find more of what you're looking for at LeBear's Baton Rouge. More of the games you love with 1,000 slots, 50 tables, and a sports book. More of the flavors you crave with the area's best Asian cuisine and great steaks. More staycation relaxation with our rooftop pool, luxury rooms and suites, and epic views of the Mississippi. More top-name performers and the best local artists, plus an exceptional staff to take care of your every need. Add more to your story at LeBear's Baton Rouge.
I'm Gabrielle McLeod on behalf of the Louisiana Propane Dealers. I have spent hundreds of hours preparing for scholarship competitions. That preparation paid off when I won the Fitness and Talent Awards along with the title of Miss Louisiana. The Louisiana Propane Dealers are also pretty talented and want you to be prepared for when the power goes out. Visit LouisianaPropane.com to find out about propane generators and other safety tips. Louisiana Propane, it truly is the fuel for our future.
All right, everybody, we are back for the last segment of the Jaguar Football Show with my man, Coach Terrence Graves. Of course, I'm Perry White, standing in for Ty Sterling. I look a little slimmer, don't I? I understand, Coach. Don't you think that's funny?
Nah, I mean, hey, man. You know.
You know, Ty take up a little bit more screen time than I do, but Ty to be back next week. And, Coach, as we're talking about it, let's get ready to wrap things up. What do you tell the Jaguar fans as we get ready to pack out A.W. Mumford Stadium against our most hated rival? It's going to be a big game, a big atmosphere. ESPN has picked it up, so national television as well.
Well, Jaguar Nation, come on out, pack the place out, be loud, be boisterous, rattle Jackson State. I know the season hadn't started the way that we had planned and anticipated, but, hey, get behind us, stay behind us, because the best is yet to come.
You know, as we talk about the best is yet to come, there's nothing like this rivalry. And to me, it's a classic within itself, but most classics get played at a neutral site. But this home and home with Southern and Jackson State, you can't ask for better, especially not only on the FCS side, but HBCU side.
Yeah, you know, they've tried to play this game at some neutral sites, and the outcome of support, I don't think it really panned out the way it needed to. This is a game that needs to be played home and home, so we love it. We anticipate a great crowd, and we look forward to it.
Oh, yeah, the tickets are going to be rolling. We know not only in the stands, I mean on the field it's going to be played, but we know the bands. How you handle those bands, man?
Oh, I love it. I mean, it's part of it. I grew up in the culture, and I get excited about it. So I'm glad they'll be there. They'll be fired up. You know, we're just excited about the whole atmosphere and the pageantry and all those things, and you know, again, we're going to prepare to go out there and win a football game.
Now, for everybody tuned in, be sure to get your tickets. Head to A.W. Mumford Stadium this weekend for the big game, Southern versus Jackson State. And if you're not able to catch this show live like we're doing now, of course, remember, you can catch this show 5 times a week throughout the various different channels. And be sure to subscribe to our X. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube as well as our Facebook. And as always, before we get ready to get out of here, Coach, you know, with the big game, we got to hit them with the what?
Go Jags.
All right, everybody, we'll be back next week. Todd will be back. So thank you, guys. See you next week.